So I'm gonna be explain my modern art. Full explanation. Okay. Right. So I know, weird. I just started doodling on everything. I wanted to try to draw an outro. But yeah, I can't really draw. I can doodle though. And I just got carried away doodling. I don't think I'm actually going to use this for an outro, but I did it in one video already. Yeah, it's in one of the videos that I uploaded, but I don't think I'm going to use it again. But I'll start explaining it. There's some hidden meanings, and there's actually, I wanted to hide some type of message in here that would lead you to another website, and then you get another code, like a little Easter egg hunt. So I don't think anyone's gonna actually do this because I don't have that many subscribers. But basically, this little down here is Morse code, and you decode it, and it gives you a message, and then it takes you somewhere, and yeah, you get another message, and one more, then bam, until it gives you 2 words. I'm not gonna tell you, but if you want to find out, you can try to do it. And then I made this maze over here. I put art by NIOU, which is my channel name. And I put the F in the middle of the O. It's like FU. Yeah. And this is a big head. Kind of looks like the guy from Smiling Friends. If you know what that is. And I gave him a little hair, like right from Smiling Friends. And then I put little it's like it got lit on fire, like it's a what do they call those, like a wick or whatever, like on the dynamite, but you light it on fire and then it goes down and then boom. And I put a clock above it, signifying the time that it's gonna until it goes off like a bomb, but 666. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of this is just random stuff. And then this, if you can see, there's a plane here, and it says invade, and then Chinese symbols, which actually do spell something that relates to this, the school thing attached to it with a plane. But anyway, it's like a hidden, this is like a Z, and this is an I, and this is like an M, but it's hidden in the drawing. So Zim, and then invade, so Invader Zim, that's what I was referring to. And iCloud, just a goofy thing to make a cloud say because he's a cloud. It all makes sense, little synth sign. And SpongeBob, right here, half of him, because his head's always in the clouds. It's always so joyful. And then 6 times 2 on the sheep, which is made of a cloud. Also 6 times 2 equals 12, which is their average lifespan, so they only live 12 years. And then A, L, upside down, O, N, E. And then I attached it to these 3 X's, which is I underlined 3 X's, which is like a thing XXX would always say, and he has like a song, a couple songs about it. And then yeah, the X's are just like a smiley face of X's and then a sad face of X's. And then we have this angry little guy right here, angry symbol over here. That says Fets in his mouth. And then down here it says Luck, which is Danny Duncan's merch. I don't know, I just threw that in there. And all these little dots right here. It's a game called Nem. And then the snail, he's, it's just, I just drew like a whoop-de-whoops across the whole picture here. I just put a bunch of people on the loop-de-loop, and I put a snail, and he's going wee, and I put a little bee over here, because weeb, like anime people, and I also drew a mountain, because peak, I played peak, so I drew a mountain, I drew a peak on it, and I just put some random tic-tac-toe thing here, and then all this stuff was by itself, and then I put this maze. I decided to put a maze here. So basically the maze. So you at a starting point, and there's an exit point. The thing is, exit point is guarded by a lock, so you need a key, and the key is in this little guy's mind, basically saying you gotta like unlock your mind. But yeah, you go up and get into his head somehow, get the key, and then you bring it over to the lock, and then you can get through it. And then I just drew some Illuminati in the middle. I don't know. And he has a little third eye. He has $100 bill, some money signs. Shh. And then there's this guy. He's also attached to the maze. And yeah, it's his birthday. And then if you didn't see this, I wrote haha. And I just like made a little message, those message bubbles. It's like his thoughts. And there's a ceiling fan, rope, and a chair. I mean, you can guess what that means on his birthday. And this guy, I just wanted to draw something with the shape mechanic on paint. I just started doing stuff with my mouse on paint. So I made this little guy, and I added, I drew Wally, and I decided I would draw Eve, his little girlfriend. So she's like the belly of this character. And then I made a face, another face, and a face. 2 eyes right here. I put this is G-O-D, foot. There's a scythe right here. And then his hand is a one like circle hand, and then a hook over here, which is actually into a mushroom. And then a hidden penis. And then hawk right here was a 2. American flag. If you don't get that it's a hawk. And then this guy is big fat guy. And these are actually supposed to be his like weird fat legs. I just turned them into something else. But they're still his legs. But yeah, basically the spirit is coming out of this vent. It's dark black spirit, and he's going into his mouth, and what do they call it? Like taking over him. I forget what it's called. They're like taking over his body. And he's like, help. And this guy's like, no. And I should start from top to left, but and there's just some random little like Chinese stick man with a little Chinese hat. And there's this little cat with two chains, referencing two chains. And then he's got a broken heart and the poison tree, like X, the scar over his eye, three tears. You know, you kill someone, you get a tear. So yeah, he's got that. We got C-137 for Rick. And this is just like a little goatee for the and a smiley face for the glasses guy with aura on his glasses. And this is like a little box I made just because you see this guy is like levitating basically. That's what he's doing. Then this is just like the inside of a room, 3D, and then attached to the house, there's the mystery sign from it's like a Gravity Falls mystery shack type thing. And along the house, I just drew a bunch of ones and zeros, and yeah, and then at the end there's like a little katana that's aimed at the rope to cut it from outside of his message, outside of his message bubble, his thought bubble. And this is just a bunch of random scribbly lines and just nothing. You might be able to make out an image in here, but it wasn't intentional. It's also supposed to be like a portal type thing. You go through here. The exit's supposed to be a portal. And this says too easy. Could you say in a game all the time? I type that all the time. I'm a rage baiter. But it also says results. And it does, and this is like the little fire spirit face. He's sleeping. Got the Z's up here. And then I put the 90 degrees in the corner upside down. Because it's in the corner, so it's 90 degrees. And then I made it into a parking space. And I made like the S everyone drew in school with like the three lines and attach them all. I made it into a school. It says obey, must listen, hallway, entrance, classroom. Yeah, let's go back over here. So I just put a sun in the corner because, in all those stupid kid drawings that when they don't know how to draw, they put a sun in the corner. So yeah, it was kind of just doing it because it'd be funny. Not really, because I, I just, yeah. And there's also, so the outro thing, because, I was supposed to draw an outro, so it's going to be the corner thing, and I just turned that into like drawing. So I put sun, S-O-N, referring to the sun that's right here, and also I put under the U, I put under, and then under the T, I put Z. So if you know that J. Cole song, Under the Sun, referring to that. And then I've got a little peep up here, referring to little peep. And then there's kind of a face here if you see eyebrow, eyebrow. And then this line, to this little nose, question mark. And there's this broken heart, which is cracked, and then it leads into a flatlining saying from the hospital computers systems, and there's this like vampire girl here with her tits. These are supposed to be nipples, obviously. And it says get, and it says out, like the movie. And then this meow is just, where her thing is supposed to be. And this is all these scribbles are her hair, the lips with blood on them. Then sus. I got the little Among Us character right here. And this is just like a vase with. I just made a vase and then I connected it like the dot 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 is flowers. I also put loading above it. Loading dot dot dot. And this is a little piece of poop that the sheep's pooping out. And I put LOL and like the crayon. I was really just messing around with all the functions. There's also a jester hat. And then this little stickman bike guy's riding on the loop-de-loop. There's also someone walking like a tightrope. It's supposed to be like one of those ballerina tutus, but it doesn't look very good at all. Also on this side of the loop-de-loop is a apocalyptic car with the spikes in the front. It says the end. And then there's a little zombie down here saying brain and a message bubble. Very cool. Also, yeah, back to this little face. This is a cigarette he's smoking. A little ash coming off. And this, on one side of it, there's an angel with a halo you see pointing back. To tell you to go back. That this is not the way. And on this side, there's a little demon. I don't know. It looks more like a goat, but I gave him horns. It looks like his tongue sticking out. Also, he just flips you off when you come his way. So that was a little cool addition that I put in. And then this eyeball, this left one, is supposed to be like the Earth. It's supposed to be like the continents. And then the white parts is the water. And then there's a juice box, referring to Juice World. And then over here, it says 5 head, because his head's so big. And there's ramen, this is supposed to be ramen noodles. So ramen noodle head, referring to that meme that I still remember. And down here, and this is like, when you got those jumbled up letters that form a word once you put them in the right order? That's what this is. So if you want to decipher that real quick. But it says subscribe fucker. I mean, figured that out pretty easily. This just says escape, referring to the maze. And this is a top hat, but it's also like a 1, first, second, third place stand. And then it says top hat. And I just put a G below the top, entertained. And this is a little voice thing, like a voice memos. And they're all like a sound wave thing. And it says you'll float too. And I have the cat's holding a balloon that's coming out the vent. Or the sewer vent, sewer drain. And it says it on the balloon. Yeah, so from the vent, it's the it clown saying you'll float too. Referring to something. Yeah, and the haha is just for the Joker. 3 exclamation points behind it. But yeah, and then his hand was, I didn't explain this last time, but yeah, his hand's like the nose of this little vampire face. And it's like a clown nose, and like the honk under it. Honk. And also this is another hidden penis right here. Like those those little like comic books where you have to find all the hidden objects. Yeah. That's the only 2 things I hid in here really. Then let's put a 3D prism right here. And the cloud is like, it's raining. storming on the plane. Trying to see if there's anything else. Hey, basically explained everything. That was pretty quick. Yeah, I think that's. Oh, yeah. This frog. There's like a frog face attached to the big alien face. And then his tongue goes all the way up here. And this is supposed to be a little fly that he's catching with his tongue. So, cool. That is everything. Oh, wait. Yeah, this thing is just a little cup balancing on his head. Fool's liquid. I don't know, I just randomly drew that. Oh, yeah, this too. Referring to another meme. She said she, again, was 12. And she equals sign 12. I keep catching stuff, but I forget. Oh, yeah, this too. There's a little line in the O right here. It's a little mustache just for funny effect between it. But this O is like an I, like with a line in it. It's like an I. I think it's from one of the characters in Has-Been Hotel, pretty sure. Or something from Vivian, however you say it. Some cartoon from her channel, Vivian's channel. And this is just like a seashell, or like a clam that I made out of the O. Anything else I forgot? Oh yeah. If you see on the top of the jester hat, there's these little, like, they have these little balls on the top on each point, but I added a like extra line, so it makes it into a 9, which rhymes, but it refers to 999. So yeah. I don't think anything else is coming to mind. Oh, I hope you like my modern art explanation. I encourage you to go decipher the little Easter egg hunt. Goodbye and enjoy.